Yeah, people. This is boy here, Roger Moore from Infinity X, celebrating gospel music, Black Origin, and we are celebrating Black History Month. There's a whole massive debate we can have about should we celebrate it, we should emphasize it all the time. Why isn't there no white history this history? But for me, we haven't studied, we haven't took time out, we to spend time uncovering the burnt history of and destroyed history of African culture. So I bumped into this and I thought, let me just play this, and let's not go away from this conversation of reparations. Now, reparations is a conversation which a lot of people don't want to be talking about. Christians said forgiveness should be there. I know it's business, but yet in all other worlds you get reparations. Everybody gets reparations. The British get reparations for, the Americans get reparations for being part of wars. The British get reparations for being part of wars. It's all about everybody else get reparations, for getting involved with something they shouldn't be getting involved with. But people of African descent can't touch that, So that's a whole other subject in itself. But I thought, let me just play this. Why does Europe refuse to apologize for or pay? That's a joke, They're not even apologizing because it could be massive legal battle. But let's have a look at what this brother has to say. Yeah, So something that I continue to say, but we'll see how it goes from there. Yeah, watch this space, people.
Was the Caribbean's largest slave market. The British imported into Jamaica 1.3 million Africans.
So bear in mind, Jamaica has imported 1.3 million slaves over the period of slavery. That's a lot of people, a lot of people.
At the end of slavery in 1838, there were 300,000 remaining. The question has to be asked then, how do you reduce 1.3 million people to 300,000 after 200 years? Less than 25% survival. Slavery in Jamaica was genocidal.
So reason why I wanted to play this is because growing up in school in this country, and the way that slavery has been portrayed from the Caribbean, people actually don't believe there's slavery. So even some of the adult generation who are probably just passing away now, the Wimbush generation, some of the guys, I know some people's parents, grandparents were saying we didn't have slavery in our country, not all of us was enslaved. They had this denial of the situation, and on top of that, slavery in America and apartheid was worse than what happened in the Caribbean. But actually, probably because they burnt the records and they tried to cover up because this is not about black people watching this and hearing this. This is for everybody to hear this. Just like with incidences with police in America, until you stick a camera and record it, then you see everyone, and it's not just black. People are disgusted with inhumane behavior. So if you say to anybody out there, if you bring 1 million people to an island over a 200-year period, you expect the population of people to be around about 1.3 million. You expect it to be at least about a good 2-3 million. But not the case. It went down to 300k. That says there's been extremely disgusting. Just for me to be here talking now, being a child from the Caribbean, is just this surviving 200 to 300 years, and this is why we're probably more closer to Africans than other places, than America itself, because of the genocide that the British, unfortunately, owners did to us. That's the fact. That's what I'm saying.
The British Prime Minister, Mr. Cameron, visited Jamaica. He did not wish to speak of the colonial past. Britain had taken Jamaica from the Spanish in 1655 and had ruled Jamaica until 1962, when Jamaica forcefully demanded its independence. And so he said, there will be no apology for slavery, there will be no conversation about reparatory justice. The French president Mr. Holland, had also visited a Caribbean colony in Guadeloupe. He too said there will be no apology for slavery and there will be no reparations. But he was in Guadeloupe to open a multi-million euro museum dedicated to slavery as a gift from the people of France, so that the African community in the French islands could see the horror of slavery displayed in their museum. He went on to add that France owes the people of the Caribbean a debt of gratitude. But this gratitude would not be expressed in either an apology or in any form of reparatory justice. All of this came against the background of what had transpired in 2001, when President Aristide of Haiti demanded the return of the 150 million francs that France.
Okay, right. So he's going in, man. I'm actually going, woo, woo. He's going in. So just to give you idea where this is going. End of the day, I do believe that European nations don't want to say sorry because they know that they'll open themselves up to legal cases for all spaces where there's Afro-slave countries, where Afro-slaves are. When I say Afro-slaves, I'm not saying we bound and we struggle. People say that's derogative, but end of the day, so yeah, we have African descent through slavery. It wasn't through choice. So people can say, oh, it's not through colonialism, whatever. It's straight up slavery. Survivors of a brutal system. There's no apologies. There's no payback. We'll just take from you. We'll watch you die in front of us, even though we owe you, and we tell you thank you for your service while you die in front of us. Nah, not on that at all. Now it's touching on Haiti, which is a whole other kind of fish. The first country, we should be celebrating Haiti as the first country to win its independence. Yeah, but right about now we've been miscommunicated how disgusting, how evil that country, and the church has been part of that. I'm not saying like it's in the doctrine, but we also spiritually look down at Haiti to say, oh, the people, they are 99.99% Catholic, but 100% witchcraft on Haiti. Really? That is a wicked piece of thought there. So yeah, I haven't personally been to Haiti, but I know some people that have, and go so. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they've been negative portrayed to the world. But anyway, let's get into this.
Had insisted that Haiti pay for their own self-liberation. You may recall that Haiti had fought a war of liberation, declared their independence on the 1st of January 1804. The Haitians were the first people on this planet to give Napoleon Bonaparte a whipping. And in return for this whipping, France insists that if the Haitians wish to be recognized as an independent nation state, they will have to pay compensation to their former enslavers. 1825, the Haitians are celebrating the 21st anniversary of their independence. France had refused to recognize Haiti as an independent nation. All the slave-owning nations of the Western world, Britain, Spain, Portugal, Holland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, the United States, all said they will not recognize Haiti until the French recognize Haiti. The French said, if you want recognition, you pay for it.
That's jokes, absolute jokes. All these nations were absolutely wiping each other, killing each other, having wars, proxy wars against each other, whatsoever. When it comes to okay, guys, let's for against the African descendants, we need to step up and come together and just put them in the place, because we can't afford to give these guys back what we stole from them, and then they go back to fighting each other afterwards. It's so ironic, isn't it?
The Haitian people in 1825 had therefore a decision to make on their 21st anniversary. There were parties in Port-au-Prince, but there were also French gunboats in the harbor. The Haitian cabinet met and agreed that they wished to be reinserted into the international community, and this reinsertion would cost them 150 million francs, which is 21 billion US dollars in contemporary money.
The joke is, guys, that is straight criminal. That's extortionate. That's what I'm saying to you. If you look at these gangsters on the streets and they don't think these nations have done gangster things to get where they are.
This money was paid, agreed to be paid, and was paid to the French government over 100 years. This extraction of economic value out of Haiti in the first 100 years of its nationhood crippled that nation. In some years in the 19th century, the payment to France in reparations accounted for 60 to 70% of the foreign exchange earnings of that nation. Aristide asks for the return of this money to the people of Haiti. He wrote to the French government, government to government, calling for the return of this money.
They're not getting nothing.
The French government invaded Haiti. Aristide was overthrown and removed from office. His successor, his first public statement was that the claim for reparations and the repayment of this money was a criminal act and removed from the state. And therein was the end of that.
So people think that there's no more people in charge. Now, you could say that guys just chatting rubbish and whatsoever. You can believe or not believe or think what you want, but end of the day, still, yeah, something's due back to people. And I really do think, I'm not saying I will see it. I'm not saying it will happen, definitely, but I'm not going to be quiet over this. You know, there's reparations comes in different ways, not just in finances, but also the true story of what happened to African slaves. You know, a lot was moved over. You know, we talk about this is Black History Month, and we talk about deep celebrate. We are celebrating a lot of great people doing the great work for not for Black people, just for humanity and being celebrated. But I think it's also at the same time we shouldn't override our history. I shouldn't override the fact that basically literally I'm a lost tribe in terms of, my surname is great. My Moor, I'm proud of being a Moor. I could trace my roots to a certain extent being a Moor, but at the end of the day, I'm not a Moor. Moor is a name that was given to me, and that's just the way it goes. You could say God did divinely switch the name to something better, a more Christian name, or I don't know, but it's serious stuff, people. And it's not to say we dwell in the past. And please, this is not about dwelling in the past. But we still have museums for a reason. And museums is to tell the victor's tale. And all we've heard is the victor's tale, but now we want the truth. Nothing but the truth. And if you stole something, give it us back. There's some things you cannot give back. I respect that, but really thought 1 million people, 1.3 million people were taken to Jamaica, excluding the Americans, and only 300,000 were survived to the 80s of slavery. Slavery was wicked. I don't want everybody to hear that. I'm not looking down or up at anybody. That's what is a wicked art form. So when we see human trafficking and slavery as today in this day and time, as people will see how it can affect you for generations after generations. It affects the children's children, and that's what we're living with right now, today. 100%. But listen, this is Roger and Infinity Extra celebrating us from Mutual Black Origin. Boy, you ready for the next one?
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you. I hope you enjoy.